Hello everyone and welcome back to the Pop Culture Asylum. And AEW Revolution was tonight, and oh, that ending. Oh man, I really feel bad for AEW because this show, in my opinion, was a great show. I really did enjoy myself. Except for one match. There's one match that I did not enjoy, but I'll review that when I get to that. But this was overall a really good show. But and especially the main event, Kenny Omega and Jon Moxley definitely delivered tonight. Incredible match. And I don't care what anyone says, that is still a match of the year candidate in my opinion. But man, it ended up being a malfunction because from the way it looked, that it wasn't supposed to happen that way. But so tonight's main event, we had an exploding barbed wire death match between Jon Moxley and Kenny Omega. And again, both men absolutely killed it. Both men put up an incredible performance. And you know, if you guys been watching my videos for a while now, you know that I am a sucker for hardcore wrestling. And this definitely put a smile on my face. And everything was perfect up to that point. I really loved the storytelling. I really loved what AEW was doing here. But that malfunction, man, I'm sorry, it really made the main event very anticlimactic and very disappointing. And you know what? Shit happens. There's gonna be malfunction. There's gonna be a mistake. Do I think that AEW put up a terrible show tonight because of that ending? No, I thought they still put up a great show. I will say that this is one of AEW's weaker shows, but this is just as weak as All Out 2020, and I'll say the same thing with All Out 2020. Even though that was a weak show, it was still a really good show, and that's the same thing with Revolution last night. AEW Revolution last night was not a perfect show, and it was definitely one of AEW's weaker shows. But despite saying that, I thought this was still a great show. I had a lot of fun watching it. Except for the ending. The ending was kind of cringe to watch, but hey, shit happens. But I'll go into detail when I talk about the main event between Kenny Omega and Jon Moxley. But we're going to go over this review, and without further ado, let's get this review of AEW Revolution 2021 underway. So, I want to start off with the buy-in matchup, the pre-show matchup, as Thunder Rosa teamed up with Riho against Britt Baker. And originally, Britt Baker was supposed to team up with her partner, Reba, or Rebel, Reba, whatever they want to call her. But apparently, she got injured. So Britt Baker got a different partner tonight. And that partner ended up being Maki Ito. And let me tell you, I am a fan of Maki Ito. She's a character that's just so much fun, and her singing, her concert, I enjoyed that. I thought that was amazing. Ever since I saw her in the AEW Women's Eliminator Tournament, which, by the way, I want to go into detail for a separate video because I did not like how AEW handled the AEW Women's Eliminator Tournament, but I will get to that in a separate video. But Maki Ito definitely have surprised me and made me a fan. She is awesome. She is a rock star that doesn't give a fuck about anyone or anything. She is just doing her own thing. And she's amazing. the characters there, like, her song is catchy. Like, ever since I heard that song for the very first time while watching her wrestle for the very first time. And I got that song stuck in my head for like 2 days, like 2 to 3 days. And like, I really, really like it. Now, I won't say that she's very sharp in the. I'm not saying that Maki Ito is a bad wrestler. I think she's a decent wrestler, but I feel like she should polish up a little bit. But Maki Ito is only 25 years old, so she has a lot going ahead. She has a lot going for her for AEW and for her wrestling career. So yeah, like for the last couple weeks, Maki Ito has definitely done a great job, and I am definitely a fan of her 100%. And with this matchup, with this buy-in matchup, how the hell was this not in the main show? This was a great match. These ladies absolutely killed it. Like, there was like 1 or 2 spots where like it looked kind of sloppy, it looked kind of slow, but that was like 1 or 2 spots. But most of the matchup looked great. All 4 ladies looked great, especially Britt Baker. Baker looked really, really good tonight. I enjoyed this matchup from top to bottom, and except for those 1 or 2 spots. But I thought this was a really, really great match. And another thing to keep in mind that AEW has some new like camera shots. I think they got some new cameras. Like, I don't know if it's me, but like they got some new camera shots which looks great, by the way. It looks great. It looks crisp, very, very nice. But yeah, I thought this was a really, really great match. Incredible, great match between all 4 of these ladies. Is this match perfect? No, but I enjoyed it. I thought this was a great match between all 4 of these ladies. But yeah, there's that, and that was the buy-in for AEW Revolution. Now we get to the main show, and the first match to start off AEW Revolution is the Young Bucks defending the AEW Tag Team Championships against the Le Champion, Chris Jericho, and Maxwell Jacob Freeman, MJF. And this was a really good matchup to start the show. Personally, I thought they were going to start off with the Face of the Revolution ladder match or the Casino Battle Royal, but like, I'm not complaining. I thought this was a really good matchup to start off the show. Like, I won't say that this is like, oh, you should go out of your way to watch it, but I thought this was like a really good, really solid tag team match. All 4 of these men did a really great job. Really, really great job. But now before I continue on with the matches, I want to address something real quick. Before we continue on with the review, I want to address something real quick. Okay, I'm going to go a little bit to the side a little bit. I want to talk about the referees in this show and just the referees in AEW in general. Except for Mike Chioda and Earl Hebner, most of the referees in AEW suck. I'm sorry, they suck. Okay? Like, I love AEW and I still enjoy AEW, but oh my god, if there's one thing I hate about AEW, it's the freaking referees. Like, for most of these matches, they rarely do the 10 count during a regular one-on-one or tag team match. And like there was a part of the Casino Battle Royal, which, by the way, I would talk about in a little bit, but there was a part in the Casino Battle Royal where Jungle Boy and Ray Felix were killing it. Okay, they were a part of the Final 4, and I'm going to talk to that into detail in a little bit because that, what AEW did with that Casino Battle Royal, I really, really enjoyed. But you know what? I'll just explain to that when we get to the Casino Battle Royal. But like, my god, it's like these referees do not know what the hell they're doing. Like, do your job and do the 10 count. Like, oh my god. It's just... It's either AEW needs to book their referees better, or they need to train some of these referees because, like, these referees suck. Okay? Like, even as an AEW fan, and I'm sure some AEW fans agree with me, like, no one can justify the referees in AEW. They suck. They absolutely suck, except for Earl Hebner and Mike Chioda, but that's about it. And plus, those two men already have experience. The rest of the referees, though, need more experience because, my God, oh, they just pissed me off tonight. I know it's like a small nitpick, and it didn't really ruin my experience for the rest of the show, but it was just one thing that bothered me, and it has been bothering me ever since AEW started. Most of these referees don't know what the hell they're doing. Like, either AEW needs to book them better, or they need to train some of these referees, because my God, these referees are atrocious. So that was my small rant on referees. Like, it just boils my stomach about, because, like, even though I love AEW, the referees are just atrocious right now. But back to the Young Bucks Chris Jericho MJF match. Again, I thought this was a really, really good match, and the Young Bucks picks up the victory over Chris Jericho and MJF. Now, later on in the show, Chris Jericho and MJF actually got interviewed, and they said that there's going to be an Inner Circle Council this Wednesday on AEW Dynamite. And Chris Jericho said that there's going to be some changes, like, going on in the Inner Circle. And MJF looked at Chris Jericho with, he gave him like an evil sigh. Like, oh yeah, things are definitely going to change at this Wednesday during this Inner Circle Council. So we might see, we could finally get to see the self-destruction of the Inner Circle this Wednesday. So I'm definitely really excited for this match. I'm really excited for this segment. I feel like they drag this storyline just a little bit. Like, I'm not saying that it's bad. Like, to me, in my personal opinion, I love long-term storytelling. And I think what they're doing right now with the Inner Circle is good. It's really, really good. But I feel like this Wednesday, the reason why I'm excited for this segment, because we finally get to see the crescendo of this storyline after weeks and weeks and weeks of build-up. The fact that we could possibly see a major crescendo and possibly seeing the self-destruction of the Inner Circle this Wednesday. Not gonna lie, I am kind of excited and intrigued. So definitely looking forward to that. So after that, we've got the Casino Battle Royal, and the winner of this will be the number one contenders for the AEW Tag Team Championships. And I'm not gonna lie, I had fun with this matchup. This matchup was so much fun to watch. I don't know what it was, but this was so much fun. So I don't know if AEW has, I don't think AEW did this. Like, obviously they have done a Casino Battle Royal before, but I don't think they did it in a Royal Rumble style way. And if they did, then, like, I must have forgot. But, like, so how this Casino Tag Team Battle Royal worked, it's that it basically works like the Royal Rumble match. There's 15 teams, 2 teams start, we got 2 minutes till the other team comes in, and etc. It basically works like a Royal Rumble matchup, but with tag teams. And I really had fun with this match. Like, this match was so much fun to watch. And there was like I'm not gonna lie, the unpredictability was there. Like Santana and Ortiz, I thought they were going to win. Private Party, Death's Triangle. The only tag team that wasn't in this matchup was FTR, which I thought was really, really weird. Because, like, FTR, like, they gotta win over Jurassic Express. Which means, shouldn't they give FTR a little bit more momentum and put them in this matchup to be to dominate and let FTR be one of the tag teams to actually win this? I'm confused on why AEW didn't put FTR in this matchup. But again, I'm not gonna hate it, but I'm just a little confused why they didn't put FTR in the Casino Battle Royal. But I thought this was a very, very fun match. And one thing three things to take away from this. First, the Natural Nightmares are no more. QT Marshall and Dustin Rhodes, right? The Natural Nightmares. For some strange reason, I forgot his name. Shit. QT Marshall. For some strange reason, QT Marshall started to eliminate members of the Nightmare family, like the Gun Club. And, QT Marshall acted more aggressive. And, he basically acted like a heel in this matchup. And, of course, QT Marshall left Dustin Rhodes out to dry to fight all by himself. QT Marshall eliminated himself to try to screw the Natural Nightmares over. So apparently the Natural Nightmares are no more. And that's going to be a very, very, very interesting angle in AEW. I think that's going to be very interesting. But I feel like this is so abrupt and out of nowhere because we didn't really see any build-up of the Natural Nightmares separating or breaking up or QT Marshall finally going heel. I wish AEW kind of build that up a little bit to make QT Marshall's heel turn a little more important, a little more intriguing. But again, I thought it was intriguing in and of itself, but I feel like AEW should have built this more of QT Marshall slowly becoming more arrogant and more aggressive and him not liking Dustin Rhodes because they keep losing over and over. But yeah, I think that's going to be a very interesting angle. And oh my god, let's just skip forward to the final four men. So the final four men of this Casino Tag Team Battle Royal was Death's Triangle, both members, Pac and Felix, John Silver representing his team of the Dark Order with Alex Reynolds, and Jungle Boy representing Jurassic Express. And holy shit! These four men absolutely killed it. Oh my god, this was so much fun to watch. I was on the edge of my seat. These four men absolutely killed it. Oh my god. All four men doing reversal after reversal. John Silver and Pac did a couple of moves against each other. And oh my god, AEW. I want a John Silver versus Pac match in the future. I feel like that matchup is going to be legit. Because my god, what those two men did tonight was amazing. Oh my god. So good. So good. But, again, me explaining it is not going to do it any justice. If there's anything you should see from this show, it's the final 5-10 minutes of the Casino Battle Royal. Because Pac, Felix, Jungle Boy, and John Silver absolutely killed it. Incredible 5 minutes. But Death Triangle picks up the victory after Ray Felix eliminated Jungle Boy. So Death Triangle are the #1 contenders for the AEW Tag Team Championships. And honestly, I can't complain. A Young Bucks versus Death Triangle match for the AEW Tag Team Championships. That is match of the year written all over it. You got the Young Bucks, which is probably one of the best tag teams in the world right now. You got Pac and Felix, who are incredible singles competitors and has been killing it lately as a tag team. Guys, I am so hyped for this matchup. This is match of the year candidate written all over it. I cannot wait for this matchup. And if there's anything to take away from this show, it's the fact that we are guaranteed to see a matchup between the Young Bucks versus Death Triangle for the AEW Tag Team Championship. Now, how the fuck can you not be excited for that? How can you not be excited for that match? I'm surprised not many people are talking about it. We're getting a Young Bucks versus Death Triangle matchup. How can you not be excited for that? I am extremely, extremely hyped for that. And it, like some people are quitting AEW because they thought AEW was a terrible, terrible show, so they're just quitting AEW altogether. So if you want to do that, then fine. But you're going to miss some incredible matches, and you're definitely going to miss an incredible matchup between the Young Bucks and Death Triangle. Okay? I am extremely, extremely hyped for this matchup. But yeah, I thought this was a fun match. This was a really, really fun match. In the final 5 minutes, I was on the edge of my seat. Very fun match. So after that, we got the AEW Women's Championship on the line as Hikaru Shida defended against Ryo Mizunami. I hope I said that correctly. I'm probably going to butcher it several times during this video. So if Ryo Mizunami somehow watches this video, I am really sorry. I'm not good with Japanese names, so please bear with me here. But first of all, before I continue on, talking about this matchup, even though I'm not exactly a fan of Ryo Mizunami's, I fucking love her theme. Her theme slaps. Oh my god, it is so catchy. I love Ryo Mizunami's theme. I may be in the minority here, but I love that pop dance kind of music, and oh my god. That Ryo's theme is so catchy. I really love her theme. And this matchup, I thought this was a really, really great match. I will say that the final 5 minutes was a little bit unnecessary, just a tiny bit. I feel like if this matchup was just a little bit shorter, then this matchup would have been amazing. This matchup would have been a match of the year candidate. I really, really love this matchup, and then both ladies absolutely killed it. But I feel like it dragged a little bit. I feel like it dragged way too long, and it was getting to the point that the matchup was so unnecessarily long. Now, I'm not saying that this is a bad match. Both ladies absolutely killed it. Both ladies, I thought they put up a great match. And I thought they put up a really, really great matchup between these two. But I feel like if they just cut out the final few minutes of this matchup, I feel like this matchup would have been a great match and a match of the year candidate. But it kind of dragged way too long, in my opinion. But I still thought that this was a really great match. And both ladies absolutely killed it. But that's just me. That's my opinion. I know that some people didn't like this matchup because, again, it dragged way too long, and they aren't a fan of false finishes. And here's the thing: I don't mind false finishes, but I just wish that this matchup didn't have too much of it, because they definitely had a little too much of like a little too many false finishes. But like other than that, like I really like this matchup, and like I won't say this is like a match in your candy, like oh go down your way, like this matchup is perfect. Like I already said the cons of this matchup, but like I still think it's a matchup that you guys should check out, because I thought both of these ladies absolutely killed it, and I thought these ladies put up a really great matchup. But Hikaru Shida retains the AEW Women's Championship against Ryo Mizunami. But after that was probably random. So after the matchup, Nyla Rose, Britt Baker, Reba, and Maki Ito all came to the ring and attacked both Hikaru Shida and Ryo Mizunami. But then Thunder Rosa, which is one person by the way, came for the same, and all the ladies just like retreated. Like, what was the point of that? Like, now AEW just announced a 6-woman tag team matchup this Wednesday night between all 6 of these ladies. But like, first of all, where did the fucking partnership between Britt Baker, Nyla Rose, and Maki Ito come from? Like, Britt Baker and Maki Ito, I understand a little bit because they worked together earlier tonight in the buy-in, but why is Nyla Rose with them? That honestly makes no sense. But, and like, why did they all retreat even though one person, Thunder Rosa, and she didn't even bring like a chair or anything. I don't know why those ladies didn't attack Thunder Rosa. That's just a nitpick on my end, but yeah, like I thought this was a great match, but I feel like the ending was a little bit unnecessary. No, not a little bit unnecessary. I feel like the ending of that match, no, the aftermath of that match was really unnecessary. But yeah, there was that. There was that. Then after that, we get to probably like the worst match of the night. I'm sorry, this is the worst match of the night. Miro and Kip Sabian versus Orange Cassidy and Chuck Taylor. I'm sorry, I was not a fan of this matchup at all. Okay, first of all, like because I feel like AEW kind of dragged the show a little bit. Okay, but like, and I think it's all because of this matchup. Like, to me, this show kind of dragged a little bit because of the next 2 matches. But like, this matchup was the absolute okay. So it starts with Miro and Kip Sabian attacking Orange Cassidy and Chuck Taylor in the backstage area. And they were taken down, the best friends were taken down real good. So they bring Chuck Taylor to the ring, the match starts, and the match should have ended just like that. Okay, but the match went on for a little bit longer, and like, Orange Cassidy came out, and like, I was not a fan of this match. First of all, the build-up was I'm already over with this rivalry. Okay? I am already over it with this rivalry. I want this rivalry to end. I want the best friends to move on from this. I want Miro to move on from Kip Sabian. Okay, because my God, this show, oh man, this matchup was, oh God. Oh God, I did not enjoy this matchup one bit. Matter of fact, there are 2 silver linings. So, Miro and Kip still ended up winning the matchup where Miro did 90% of the work and dominated. So, I like how AEW is still protecting Miro like a beast. So, yeah, Miro is still technically undefeated in AEW. And the second silver lining is we might see a breakup between Miro and Kip Sabian. And if that's the case, Oh, thank you, Lord. Okay, but please, like, get Miro away from Kip Sabian. And it looked like it did. So during the matchup, Orange Cassidy went face to face with Penelope Ford. Penelope trying to like distract Orange Cassidy, but like Miro pushes Orange Cassidy, which pushes Penelope Ford, taking her out of the equation. And like Miro was getting like really sick and tired of Kip Sabian, Penelope Ford, and this was good signs. Okay, this was really good signs because because this is a chance for AEW to take Miro out of this partnership between these two because Miro needs to be a single star. Miro is a main event player. Okay, and I like Kip Sabian. I think he's a really good talent, but I don't think he's main event material, and at least not yet. And Kip Sabian, like the only thing that this partnership is doing is bringing Miro down. Is bringing Miro's like like this. What this partnership is doing is bringing Miro's like, you know what I mean? But I can't even speak today. But like what this partnership is doing is that it's definitely like slowing down Miro's momentum. That was the word. Like definitely slowing down Miro's momentum. And sorry if I'm stuttering. Like I'm just really I was not a fan of this matchup at all. And this was definitely the worst match of the night in my opinion. But Miro and Kip Sabian ended up picking up the victory. We did definitely see a tease of Miro and Kip Sabian breaking up, which is good. We're definitely on the right track. But oh my god, I hope this rivalry is over. I like this rivalry has been terrible, like from the get go. Like at first, I didn't mind this rivalry, but now, like I just want this rivalry to end. Get Miro away from Kip Sabian. Okay? Like, say this partnership is slowing Miro's momentum down. Okay? Get Miro away from Sabian. Please. End this rivalry once and for all. That's all I ask. So, after that, we get Hangman Adam Page going one-on-one against Matt Hardy. And I thought this was a great match. Like, nothing to talk about. This was just a normal one-on-one matchup. Matt Hardy doing his evil things. Like, this matchup was just a typical, like, good versus evil type matchup, which I didn't mind. I thought this was a really great matchup. And matter of fact, there was one part of the match where Hangman Adam Page did like a buckshot layer, but Matt Hardy reversed it into a freaking sign effect. And I love that. That was freaking awesome. I thought that was amazing. But again, I thought this was a great match. But I feel like this matchup plus the Miro and Kip versus Best Friends match, I feel like these two matches drag down the show a little bit for me. Like the Miro Kip Best Friends, like that was terrible. Okay, that was just the worst match of the night. And Matt Hardy and Hangman Page, they put up a great match, which a really decent story. But I feel like this felt like an AEW Dynamite type matchup. Like this matchup wasn't a pay-per-view type match. And don't get me wrong, Hangman Adam Page and Matt Hardy definitely delivered. But I feel like they should have saved it for an AEW Dynamite. They probably should have saved this for like the aftermath of AEW Revolution. Because even though I really like this matchup, like I feel like there is no reason to put this matchup on the card. I feel like they should have saved this for an AEW Dynamite because it wasn't as special or important than the other matches tonight. You know what I mean? Like this was an AEW Dynamite matchup, not a pay-per-view type matchup. But again, I'm not complaining. I thought both men put up a really great matchup. And the Dark Order, Hangman Adam Page defeats Matt Hardy after And the Dark Order came out and celebrated with Hangman Adam Page, which was definitely a heartfelt moment. I really, really like that moment of the Dark Order celebrating with like Hangman Adam Page. I really, really love that. I really did. But again, nothing else to say here. I thought this was a very solid matchup between Hangman Adam Page and Matt Hardy. Okay, so this is where the show starts to pick up again. So next up, we got the Face of the Revolution ladder match. The winner becoming the #1 contender for the AEW TNT Championship. And like, I shit you not, the thing that these wrestlers have to climb and get to be #1 contender for the TNT Championship is an actual brass ring. Like, they literally had to grab an actual brass ring. I thought that was funny. I thought that was hilarious. Like, I thought they were going to do some kind of like briefcase or contract, but no. It was an actual brass ring, which I thought was funny but also cool at the same time. Now, the participants in this matchup was Cody Rhodes, Scorpio Sky, Cero Miedo, Pentagon Jr., Lance Archer, Max Caster, which, by the way, he put up the best rap of his career so far. His rap was so good last night. I was really impressed by his rap. And a mystery man, which ended up being, drum roll please, Ethan Page. Ethan Page. Now, when Ethan Page came out, like, I wasn't, like, all excited. Like, Ethan Page put up an amazing performance tonight. I thought he put up a great performance. But I kind of expected someone bigger, like an Aleister Black, or maybe like a Cassius Ohno, Chris Hero type of situation. But again, I'm not complaining. Like, Ethan Page is a really good talent. And, like, he is a really good talent. And I feel like he can do a lot in AEW. So, congratulations to Ethan Page. He's all elite. But now we got to talk about this matchup. And, my God, this was a fun match. This was a fun, brutal matchup. I thought this was an incredible ladder match. Like, there was even one part of the match where Pentagon Jr. did a fucking Canadian Destroyer to Cody Rhodes to the ladder. Like, it looked dope. It took Cody Rhodes out for most of the matchup, and I think Cody Rhodes, I don't know if this was like kayfabe or like was real. If it was real, then like I hope Cody Rhodes recovers, but if it was like kayfabe, then Cody Rhodes is a great actor. But like Cody Rhodes definitely got taken out a little bit by Pentagon. Like, Jake Roberts even took a super kick bump from Pentagon Jr. I thought that was dope. And, like, this was a great and fun match. This was a really, really fun match. Scorpio Sky ended up picking up the victory and will actually face Darby Allin for the TNT Championship this Wednesday on AEW Dynamite. And, like, you know what? Good for Scorpio Sky. Good for Scorpio Sky. And, like, we haven't seen Scorpio Sky. I think he was out because of injury. And, like, that was one of the few things I always wondered. Like, where is Scorpio Sky? Why is Scorpio Sky not on AEW Dynamite? Like, why am I not seeing him on television? But I think it was because that he got legit injured and he was taking time to recover. And this ladder match was like his comeback match. So, even though I think Scorpio Sky is going to lose this Wednesday to Darby Allin, I still think it's going to be a great match. And personally, like, I think you should make Scorpio Sky heel. I think you should turn Scorpio Sky heel. Because, like, he has been showing a lot of heel tendencies lately. Like, he's been acting more cocky, more arrogant. And I feel like Scorpio Sky losing to Darby Allin this Wednesday could be an excuse to let Scorpio Sky snap and let him become like a great heel in AEW. But that's just my speculation. I hope that's the case, but we'll find out this Wednesday. But again, I thought this was a really fun matchup between all six men. Very well done by all six men. So after that, we get the reveal of the Mystery Man, which have been hyped up for the last couple of weeks. And this man ended up being, drumroll please, Christian Cage. Christian, at last you're on your own. Sorry, I just had to do that. So Christian Cage is all elite. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I thought, like, a part of me kind of, like, a part of me thought that it could have been, like, CM Punk, Kurt Angle, maybe a Nick Aldis or a Tessa Blanchard. But no, it ended up being Christian Cage. And I'm not gonna lie, because Christian, okay, for the people that watched TNA back in the early 2000s, Christian Cage, like, had one of the greatest themes I have ever heard in professional wrestling. His theme in TNA was incredible. Because in case you guys don't know, Christian's TNA theme from back in the day was an instrumental of My Last Breath from Evanescence, which is personally one of my favorite bands of all time. I fucking love Evanescence. Oh my god, I love them with all my heart. But yeah, when he came out with that theme, I marked out. I'm not gonna lie, I fucking marked out. Because I love that theme. I love that theme. That theme is the best theme for Christian. Best theme for Christian. Hands down. I freaking love that theme. It sounds so epic. And again, it's an instrumental of an Evanescence song. How can you not love that? Now, some people were like very disappointed. Like, they expected somebody bigger and stuff like that. But personally, I like it. I'm not mad at it. Like, having Christian in AEW, I still think is a great deal. You got a big talent in Christian, which is probably one of the most underrated wrestlers of all time. And I feel like Christian Cage doesn't get the respect he deserves. Okay, because if for the people that watched TNA back in the early 2000s when Christian was fighting, he put up a legendary run. Like, he was doing things that I didn't think he could do. Like, he was a main event star. And I just wish WWE treated Christian with more respect. Because, like, well, obviously WWE respects Christian, but they don't see him as a main event star, which I don't know why. Because, again, if you saw his TNA run, he was amazing. He was a main event star. Like, he had the theme, he had the look. He had put up, like, great matches against Sting, The Biz, Joe. Like, how can, it's just, and the fact that some people say that, oh, this is underwhelming, Christian is a nobody, like, I get it, he's not as big as, like, a CM Punk or a Kurt Angle, but come on, you guys gotta give some respect to Christian, okay? Like, and again, AEW so far has been doing a great job treating legends. Like, they've been doing a great job with using their legends. And no doubt about it, AEW is going to use Christian right. Okay, but again, what's wrong with using Christian? And it's rumored that Christian is using AEW as his final run in professional wrestling. And again, I don't mind it. As a matter of fact, like, if you guys want to do a Kenny Omega versus Christian Cage match, then I'm all in for it. Now, some of you might be wondering, oh my God, what the hell is wrong with you? Like, that would be a horrible match, or Christian doesn't deserve to be in that spot. Like, Christian, I just wish Christian has more respect that he deserves. Because, again, he may not be as big as like a Kurt Angle, a CM Punk, a Brock Lesnar, an Edge, an Eddie Guerrero. But, come on. You gotta give him the respect he deserves, man. You, like, again, you don't have to like him. You don't have to hate him. But, like, come on. At least show the man some respect. Okay? Like a month or two ago when he came out the Royal Rumble, like a lot of people were saying that he looked great, and he did. He looked great in the Royal Rumble matchup. Like, a lot of people wanted him to have one more run, and like Christian looks amazing. Like, let him have one more run. And here is Christian having one more run. It's just not with the WWE. It's just with AEW. And just because Christian switched sides to AEW, now people are all of a sudden changing their minds. Like, oh, Christian's old. Christian is like, there's no reason to have Christian. Why have Christian AEW? Like, man, shut up. Okay, just, come on. Come on, man. I just wish Christian, it boggles my mind how a month ago people like wanted Christian to have one final run, like he looks great, and like people want him to wrestle full time one more time, and here we are finally getting one more Christian run, but it's with another company, and just because Christian's with doing it in AEW, not in WWE, like people are all of a sudden hating it. Again, if you, like, people are entitled to their own opinion, and if you guys are not excited, then you guys are not excited. Okay, but personally, I am. Okay, I feel like Christian's last run in professional wrestling AEW, I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be amazing. Okay, but that's just me. That's just my opinion. So, after that, we get probably, in my opinion, match of the night and my favorite cinematic matchup of all time so far. You know Pillar Productions? Like, some of you might not know who Pillar Production is. I recommend you go subscribe to him. Pillar Productions is is a great YouTuber. You guys probably have heard of him. But, like, Pillar Productions' favorite cinematic matchup of all time is the Firefly Funhouse match. Like, he loves the Firefly Funhouse match. It's his favorite cinematic matchup. Well, this matchup between Sting and Darby Allin versus Team Taz, this is my Firefly Funhouse match. This matchup was awesome. This matchup was freaking insane. Incredible. Like, it looked like they were fighting in a warehouse. Like, everything, like they were like brawling. Like, Brian Cage threw Darby Allin through like doors, and like Darby Allin literally jumped from a window to Brian Cage onto the floor, and oh my God. Like, you guys gotta see this matchup for yourselves. This was awesome. This was freaking amazing. And again, me explaining it is not going to do it any justice, but in my opinion, this is the best cinematic matchup I have seen in all of professional wrestling right now. Until something better happens with cinematic matches, this is my favorite cinematic match of all time. Everything was brutal. Everything was insane. Everything was extreme. Like, this was awesome. I enjoyed the hell out of it. I enjoyed. And again, if you guys have not seen AEW Revolution, I recommend you watch this matchup. And for the people that you might like this show, you might not like this show, but you guys have to admit that street fight delivered. That street fight was amazing. And if you guys have not seen AEW Revolution, watch this matchup. You guys will not be disappointed. If you are a hardcore wrestling fan like me, then this matchup is for you. This matchup was freaking awesome. And if there's any match you should go back and watch from this pay-per-view, it's definitely this street fight. AEW definitely did a great job. So after that, we get to our main event of the evening. Kenny Omega defending the AEW World Championship against Jon Moxley in an exploding barbed wire death match for the AEW World Championship. And this was an incredible match. This was a really, really great match. Both men absolutely killed it. And I don't care what anyone says, that match is match of the year caliber in my personal opinion. And this matchup was definitely the best match out of the three. Don't get me wrong, the Full Gear matchup was amazing. The Winter is Coming match was great, but this matchup was a culmination of everything. And oh my god, I love this matchup. Was the best one out of the three in my opinion. Very, very great match. Very brutal. It's I'm a sucker for hardcore wrestling, and whoo man, this put a freaking smile on my face. Both men were busted open. Both men were bleeding. Both men were struggling. When someone Irish whipped someone on the ropes, it exploded, and oh my god, it was so well done. And I shit you not, this matchup has one of the most clever, kickouts I have ever seen in pro wrestling. So there's a part of the match where Kenny Omega did the one-winged angel to Jon Moxley. And it looked like Kenny Omega was going to win, because nobody ever kicks out the one-winged angel. But Jon Moxley literally sacrificed his body and put his foot on the exploding wire, which exploded onto Kenny Omega's face, forcing Omega to let go of the pin. That was so fucking clever. That was so clever, man. That was so clever. That was one of the best kickouts I've ever seen, because first of all, it protects the move while continuing the matchup. I thought that was amazing. A clever kickout. I love that. But we get to the final few minutes. Gallows and Anderson helped out with Omega taking down Jon Moxley. Kenny Omega takes down Jon Moxley with a one-winged angel to the chair. 1, 2, 3. Kenny Omega is still your AEW World Champion. So after that, they handcuffed Moxley in the middle of the ring, and it looked like the ring was going to explode. They were going to leave Jon Moxley out to basically blow up. And then we get to the 10-second mark, and Eddie Kingston, Moxley's former friend, trying to get to the ring, trying to help him, and Eddie Kingston trying to block him. Everything was getting intense. It's it was watching a movie, and everything was it was leading up to crescendo. Everything was so intense. Everything was happening so fast. Eddie Kingston trying to save his best friend. Everything was going so well, and then we get to the 1-second mark, and the fucking box happened. It ended up not being an explosion, and instead it looked like a little fireworks show. Oh man, you can only wonder, because if the explosion actually happened, that would have been an amazing ending. Just like just retribution for Eddie Kingston. Like despite their friendship being destroyed, like Eddie Kingston came out trying to protect his friend. I can see where AEW was going with this, which makes the botch like even more bad. And like, oh no. I really feel bad for AEW because I really saw where they were going with this. I really saw. And if the explosion just happened, then this would have been an incredible ending. But instead it ended up very underwhelming and very anticlimactic. And even though I'm an AEW fan, I can't justify this. This was a very terrible end. Like Eddie Kingston, and I also feel bad for Eddie Kingston. Some people are giving Eddie Kingston shit for like actually pretending that the ring was like exploding and stuff like that. Like some people are giving Eddie Kingston shit for like no selling it. But Eddie Kingston was just doing his job, man. Like it's not like it's a malfunction. Shit happens. Okay, shit happens. And that's the unfortunate part. Like people are not going to see this as like a really good show. They're not going to remember the show being like a good show. They're not going to remember Kenny Omega or Jon Moxley putting up an incredible matchup. They're going to remember that ending, and they're going to. And I know some people are going to shit on this show just for the ending alone. And again, you're entitled to your own opinion, but like, if only the explosion happened, man. If only the explosion happened. I really feel bad for AEW because again, I can see where they're coming from. And before the botch, before the malfunction, everything was intense. And I was on the edge of my seat and the storytelling was top notch. But like, it really disappoints me as a professional wrestling fan and an AEW fan that the malfunction had to happen. Because, goddamn malfunctions, dude. But hey, shit happens. Shit happens. And like, but I really do like how AEW and Jon Moxley handle this. Because there's some videos on the line and I feel, and like they already posted on their like social media account, but like after the show, like they were just making fun of it. Like Jon Moxley was saying like, oh, like that, like Kenny Omega can beat the crap out of me, but he cannot make the a death match to save his life. And like they were like just making fun of it and like saying like basically Jon Moxley was like trying to say in his own way that like yeah the ending kind of sucked, but like we put our hard work, we worked our asses out, and despite the like underwhelming ending, I hope everyone really liked the show because this was I don't think WWE has ever done that, like putting up like a great show and instead of like admitting to their mistakes and like oh we fucked up, we're sorry, but I hope you enjoyed the rest of the show. Like I don't see WWE ever done that. They just like end the show. They don't like personally they don't do none of that. Now, some of you might be wondering like, "Oh, this is a small thing." But like personally, Jon Moxley and AEW earned my respect because like again, it was a very underwhelming ending. But at least they're like making fun of it and like ensuring that the people go home happy. Like, do you get what I mean? But it's unfortunate that this malfunction had to happen, man. It really did. Like, but again, I'm still really excited about where this could go. Like you're probably wondering, like maybe they can do something along the lines of like Eddie Kingston was like fainted because like he fainted from fear because he thought that the ring was going to explode and like Kenny Omega making fun of Eddie Kingston. And I feel like they're leading up to a Kenny Omega versus Eddie Kingston program, which I am really, really excited for. Really, really excited for. We could see Kenny Omega versus Eddie Kingston at AEW Double or Nothing, which I would not be mad over. But it looks like they're going to go with that direction, which I'm still really, really excited. But it's just really unfortunate that the malfunction had to happen. But other than that, I thought this was a great show. Like some of you might agree with me, some of you might disagree with me. Like, I will say that this is not what AEW's like strongest shows. I will say that it's one of AEW's weakest shows. But like, I still thought this was a really good show, and I definitely had my money's worth. The show may have not been perfect, but I really, really have fun, and I really enjoy most of the matches. It's just really damn a shame that like the malfunction had to happen. Like, more people are gonna talk about the malfunction than like the actual quality of the show. But hey, that's the IWC nowadays. So thank you so much for watching this review. If you guys, and I want to know what you guys think in the comment section. Did you guys like AEW Revolution tonight? Did you guys not like AEW Revolution? Was there something you like? Was there something you hate? I want to know what you guys think in the comment section. Okay, and all I ask is for you to not be assholes in the comment section. Okay, that's all I ask. Okay, but if you want to talk about, if you want to say an opinion about AEW Revolution, then say it. Okay, don't be afraid. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this review, and until next time, this is your boy Gabriel, and I'll see you next time in the Asylum. Have a nice day, everyone.